a bit.
Tasha Kai didn't win in front of Engen. Here's Caroline Sager, who wants to put that first half behind her. The best of halves, to say the least, for the Swedish international. Tries to slip it through, earns a throw-in. While we have a moment, let's go down to Karina with news on West New York. Karina?
I had a second to talk to Aaron Lyons, and he said he was unhappy with the way the team's playing. They look like they haven't played in 13 days, and he said that's just an excuse. It's time for them to settle down and start playing good soccer. Marta's a little banged up, but she's going to go through it, and he said it's just about time now. It's a championship game for them to step up, lead their way, and score a goal and win a championship.
Thank you very much, Karina. Marta picked up a knock in training on Thursday, trained lightly Friday, and is toughing it out here in the final match of the season, as you would expect for a player of her caliber. Marta, the 2011 WPS Golden Boot winner for the third consecutive year. We mentioned in the first half, tied Christine Sinclair on goals with 10, but her goals per contest, the tiebreaker. Here's Kia McNeil. Long ball headed away by Allie Riley. Becky Edwards laying it off to Bach. Fourth member of our team is Atlanta Beat head coach James Galanis, who has a couple of notes on the Philadelphia Independence. James?
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Paul. It turns out he too is disappointed in his players with the first half. However, he did acknowledge that the longer this game goes on and the scrappier it is, the better off it's going to be for his team. So not really happy with the flow of the game, but happy enough to be in the position that he is at this stage of the game.
Thanks, James. Good stuff from you down there on Philadelphia and their thoughts on half number one. And Jen, I got to tell you, 7 halves of soccer between the Independents and the Flash. But the Flash, the highest scoring team in WPS history, have 1 goal to run of play in 7 halves. So clearly, Philadelphia have a formula for defensive success against the Flash.
They've just not allowed that front three, the triple crown of Western New York, to see very much of the ball. And I think it's incumbent upon the Flash to figure out how to get those players involved. That's Alex Morgan, Sinclair, Marta, how to get them the ball in dangerous positions. If that means trying to find a way to free Allie Riley up, get her in the attack more often, if it means getting Sager more involved as the playmaker, they've got to try to outwit Philadelphia here.
Tasha Kai able to lace that one across the box, but straight to goalkeeper of the year in WPS, Ashlyn Harris.
I think Paul Riley is going to be watching Tasha Kai very closely in the opening minutes of this second half. The word from her coming concussion, I can tell you she probably would not be playing if a doctor had made that proclamation. But when she's not at 100%, she's still very good, but you need to have that spark for Tasha Kai to be at her best. Does she have the spark she needs right now?
Ball looking for Kai. Concussions, one of the bigger storylines in soccer the last couple of years. More and more players being diagnosed with concussions and some being forced out of the game early. Here's Morgan. Morgan, first time she's had a chance to run at the defense. No problem at all defensively.
Well, Morgan will earn a corner kick here, but I think both trips down the field, the last couple, the one for Philadelphia, Kai's shot, an easy save on the other end for Ashlyn Harris, and then this one by Alex Morgan. She can do better with that ball. And I think championship game, you need to take advantage of these opportunities.
Corner kick number 6 is headed in the air by Sinclair. Chapman can't turn and face. Here's Sager. First time ball. Here's Tasha Kai heading it away. Philadelphia slow to get out of the back. Marta. Moros. Morgan slipped in there. Carey Sights a long look. No penalty. Kick given.
Rebecca Moros getting up in the attack. I said Allie Riley should. Morgan takes the ball and then takes a bit of a hit afterward. Kia McNeil just coming through. She stops. Morgan runs into her. Correct? No call in my opinion.
Proverbial brick wall, and McNeil winning out. DiMartino on the ground. It's going to be too heavy for Kai. Vero wanted that ball from DiMartino.
And I think, Alan, you know, Rebecca Moros has come in and won this starting spot on the back line, has been a part of the back four for 7 of the last 8 matches. But on the bench for Western New York is Candace Wilson, a player who has a lot of speed and can get up in the attack and send a ball across. I think as an attacking threat, she gives Aaron Lyons a better option and might be a player he could look to as this match goes on, especially if they stay scoreless.
Wilson, 13 appearances, 9 starts during the regular season. And the Cal State Fullerton LA native. Riley, Kai recovering.
There's Candace Wilson, just talked about a moment ago, up and already warming up along with several other Flash players.
Here's Krizik, can't get to that ball, but it will be just a throw-in for the Flash. Nicole Barnhart has made all the routine plays thus far, has not had to make a save yet. Long throw-in, look at Tasha Kai up above the crowd, heading away. DiMartino. Rodriguez will force Moros into making a play. Edwards had it poked away, finds the MVP, Vero, spraying a ball for Rodriguez! Amy Rodriguez is in! Rodriguez! Can she finish? Not yet! Holds it! Kai! And the best chance of the match goes begging for Philadelphia.
Oh my goodness, what is Amy Rodriguez waiting for on that? To be composed is one thing, and she's brilliant with the timing of her run. This first touch, fantastic, but right here,
finish it.
Either finish it or keep your touch shorter so you can get around Harris and get a shot off. Golden opportunity missed.
Right here, you got to pull the trigger.
Right there, yeah, I mean, the defense is late getting into cover. The goal is wide open. I guarantee A-Rod knows that's when she should have finished off.
Paul Riley doesn't have much hair on his head, but he was scratching it right there.
He just lost a few more, I think.
He could not believe that chance was not taken. Here's Morgan, back the other way. Sinclair in the box. That one shanked in by the U.S. Women's National Team forward, Alex Morgan.
And if I'm a captain on this field right now, I'm pulling Alex Morgan aside. I'm pulling Amy Rodriguez aside. I'm saying, bring it. You're in the championship match. You're better than this.
See Morgan's pace at the cross, well off the mark, and she knew it as soon as she hit it. Match opening up in the midfield for just a moment. Vero turns the corner, holds off the defender, cuts it back. Good ball out wide for DiMartino. Heavy touch though. Allie Riley closes ground so fast. Taking advantage of that loose first touch of DiMartino. Here's Vero, able to turn and face in attack mode. Gets past Bach, cuts it back. Bach battling, goes down. Johnson. Kai. DiMartino dancing. Rodriguez! And her daisy cutter wide. That one wide. Rodriguez trying to atone for missing the opportunity just a couple of minutes ago for Philly.
A lot of skill on the ball for both teams. Tina DiMartino and Vero a few moments ago. They wait, they try to trick the defense just a bit to get an opening. But when they lay it off, the person they're laying off to hasn't come through.
Morgan lays it off. Morgan making a good run. Sinclair can't win in front of McNeil, who's been one of the best defenders in this match. Sager's header finds Sinclair. Morgan into the air. Sinclair can't get to the return. Sager won it for a moment. Farley, good two-touch sequence to keep possession. And Jen, I have to ask you, how much is the 13-day layoff affecting the Flash?
Sure. Chance here for Kai. Potentially saves it, but nobody there to save her.
Oh, silly play by Moros. Kai. Farley able to get away from a pressuring Marta. Here's Johnson. She's crept forward into the attack. And that is a ball she wishes she had back.
But to get back to your question, Alan, Aaron Lyons talking to Karina LeBlanc about that at halftime, saying we look like a team that's been off. And I do think it's a challenge to regain that competitive edge. I mean, when you train and you know you're the best in the regular season, it's hard not to get complacent no matter how many times you tell yourself not to.
Rodriguez went down after great ability to stay on her feet and draws the foul. Watch A-Rod here. This is just determination, hard work.
Yep, just keeps working, keeps the ball at her feet, finally does get around Ali Riley and draws the foul.
Farley will pull the trigger on this restart. Good area to swing one in. 12 fouls in total. West New York, 2 more. The restart. Pretty good ball. Still alive. DiMartino had it tangled up. And Sinclair stretches to clear the danger. And the Flash have had the better of the play in this second half.
Good chance by Philly. Well defended by Whitney Engen to get in there on Tasha Kai.
Whitney Engen, the mainstay of this back line. WPS Defender of the Year. Marta, somehow, some way, keeps it. All kinds of space on the far side, and she opens up the attack. Moros. Sinclair skips away from Krizik, but only for a moment. DiMartino, the match is opened up here. Vero making a good run, as is A-Rod. A-Rod's in behind Engen. Rodriguez has to keep possession again. Chapman making sure she gets wide to the touchline. DiMartino wants to serve it in and does, headed away in front. Race to the loose ball, won by Sager. Marta, not a good ball, Buskowski. And the pace of the match is picked up. The sense of urgency taking over in this championship game. Farley doing a good job of shadowing Sager and then jumping into the passing lane to take that ball away. We've played an hour. Final third of the match. Necessary extra time and penalties. Kept in. Robinson. Vero cuts it back. Still dancing on it. She goes down the area. No call. And her efforts, not enough. Goal kick for the Flash.
I think a lot of this match and the frustration from both teams getting a chance to really get good looks has got to be credited to both of these teams doing their homework, their preparation. They're anticipating exactly where their opponent wants to put the ball, and they're stepping into the passing lanes. They're taking away the playmakers. That's why it's been so difficult to get the good looks, and it's why that miss by A-Rod hurts so much, because that's the best look for either team in this match.
Give the coaches credit for their game plans, and their players have executed them so far. On the defensive side, offensively, both coaches looking for something to get their respective teams going.
And both have great offensive options on the bench. These are both very deep teams, and a lot of options that they can go to maybe bring in a little bit of a spark. The question, of course, is who do you take out if you're Aaron Lyons or Paul Riley?
Both teams with several match winners on the field. Sager, after a difficult first half, has cleaned up her game here in the second. McNeil heads it away. Second time, only finds Marta. Good skills. An effective back heel. Sager almost getting to that ball. Sinclair's onside. Pops it up to the back post. A half chance, very nearly the first goal of this championship game.
And to me, that's who Western New York is really missing in this match. Christine Sinclair, her movement is great here. She finally manages to escape the clutches of Kia McNeil and the rest of the Philadelphia defense. And it's a tough angle, tough ball. But she's the one I think they need to do all they can to try to find, whether it's playmate to let her work with Marta and Morgan or to find her on the end of something. I think Christine Sinclair, my pick for MVP this season, needs to be more in the mix for Western New York.
For what it's worth, Sink got my vote as well. DiMartino, Holly Riley read that play, able to win it back. The New Zealand international has been outstanding. Tasha Kai playing with that concussion. So she says, suffered in that first half. Good ball, Sinclair! Oh! Christine Sinclair with the first goal of the 2011 WPS championship game. And Jen, credit to you. You said Sinclair has to get involved. Well, I can't think of a better way than scoring in the championship game.
It's a turnover in the midfield also, and credit the Flash for being very opportunistic and finding their MVP. That's how you finish a goal.
Including the postseason, her 11th goal to lead the team. What a goal by the Canadian international. Side net, far post. Sager trying to leave it for Marta. The match is on now. Vero hurdles out of that challenge. Can the league MVP bring back her team? Tasha Kai, the team's leading goal scorer, finds Vero. Vero for Rodriguez, who missed that chance to give Philly the lead earlier in this half. Ball in, looking for Vero, cut out by Engen. Only the second goal in 7 halves plus in the run of play for the Flash against the Independents. The other 2 goals came via penalty kicks. Marta, yep, unzips the double team, races past Bruskowski. On the ground for Sinclair, but Krizik, good defending, sweeps the danger away. Well, I enjoyed your sit-down, Jen, with the big 3, and one of the questions you asked was, who's the best finisher, and who did they say?
They said Sink. They absolutely did. I'll point it her way.
Rodriguez scored in the opening game of the season for Philadelphia against Sky Blue FC, and then didn't score again until last week in that Super Semi win over Magic Jack. Her miss looming large. Robinson for Vero, good first touch, keeps the ball moving on the second. DiMartino, Holly Riley's been dogging her onside, good run by Tasha Kai. But Whitney Engen has not put a wrong foot forward. The defender of the year has been class. Farley off the back of Carey's sights, but it finds Johnson. Friendly carom. Riley heads it away in front of Tasha Kai. Kai gets it. Has DiMartino in support. DiMartino makes the overlap. Kai doesn't use it. Probably should have, and the sequence comes undone. Marta, sweet first touch. To the goal scorer, Sinclair. Easy little ball for Edwards. Popped it up. Oh, Marta slipped trying to track down that loose ball. Sinead Farley. DiMartino. Onside, Rodriguez! Rodriguez! And the flag comes up. Was it on Tasha Kai? Interesting call there. Looked like Rodriguez was on. The flag didn't come up until after she had touched it looking for Kai. Had Rodriguez been offside, the flag would have came up as soon as she touched it. That appears to not be the case.
And it did look like the AR right on line to get the correct line of vision to make that call.
Ball in, Sinclair trying to get to the end of it. Barnhart, no problem at all. While we have a moment, Karina, what do you have for us?
Well, just the way you saw Christine Sinclair finish that goal, I've seen it hundreds of times at the international level. I've played with her for just over 11 years, and you give her the opportunity in front of the goal, she's going to finish it just like she did right there. Unbelievable. Again, one of the best finishers in the world, and the fact that they have Marta coming together and they're champions at the heart, I think we're going to see more goals here. But Philadelphia just needs to handle this moment, try to keep them in front, and I think we'll have a good game.
Thank you very much, Karina. And excellent point. No one has seen Sinclair up close and personal more than you have. The Canadian international really playing as well as she played in her career. Over 100 goals for Canada. A tremendous collegiate career at Portland. And has been a champion already. FC Gold Pride trying to make it 2 in the last 2 years. Hit and hope ball from Rodriguez snuffed out. That ball is out of play, and we will have stoppage. And when we get an opportunity, the Flash are going to make a substitution. And Beverly Goebel's set to check in. Look at Tasha Kai playing through what she said. She suffered a concussion. And what's your thoughts on the first substitution of the match for either team? And Beverly Goebel getting set to check in.
That's an interesting one.
Flag is up for offside.
It's not.
And we were talking, in all fairness, before the game about possible substitutions, table-topping all the scenarios, and she was one of the players we did not think we would see.
And she wasn't. So I think Beverly Goebel, a player that maybe stood out for Aaron Lyons in training this week. And she has been opportunistic when she's come in the matches. We've seen her come off the bench and score this season. Doesn't have a lot of points to her name, just a goal and an assist on the year. I thought he might have gone to somebody like a McCall Zerboni, but we'll see where Goebel comes in and maybe how things shift around for the Flash.
Excuse me, Jen. 14 regular season appearances for Goebel. Only 3 starts. As for the time being, she will hold off on jumping into the action. Marta flashy there, can't keep it. You look at McCall Zerboni there. Philadelphia won 2 of the 3 regular season meetings and handed Western New York their only home defeat of the season. Different story thus far here. Christine Sinclair, the only goal of the championship. DiMartino rolling that one down the line, barely. Here's Tasha Kai looking for an equalizer. Cut down from behind, no call. Look at DiMartino. Look what I found, and trying to find Rodriguez through the crowd. Marta, and she is fouled by Johnson. And Paul Riley, the two-time WPS Coach of the Year, will make a double substitution here. Denisha Adams and Laura Del Rio set to check in. What do you think about these substitutions, Jen?
I think both of these coaches willing to say, all right, we've given all of you starters a chance. I've got some good firepower on my bench, and I'm going to use it.
Adams scored the game-winning goal in the 1-0 victory for Philly here in Rochester against the Flash. Tasha Kai limps off. Tina DiMartino comes off as well. Del Rio, 2 goals, 3 assists this season. And Denisha Adams, 3 goals and 1 assist. So not too bad a production off the bench for Philly. Meanwhile, the Flash looking for a second goal. Marta skips through the challenge from Johnson and shoulder to shoulder with Nikki Krizik, who's had a fine match as well in the Philly defense, makes the play.
Marta trying to stay after the ball, but just good defending by Philadelphia, staying in her path and earning the goal kick.
Chapman with a strong tackle with Del Rio, who just checked in. Denisha Adams will pick up the loose ball. Farley pops it up there. A-Rod lays it off for Del Rio. Del Rio trying to control it, looking for someone to play. Sinclair, look at her getting back goal side to make a play defensively.
I think it says a lot that Amy Rodriguez remains in this game for Philadelphia. A lot about Paul Riley's confidence in her despite missing a golden opportunity earlier.
Adams, good ball, flag is down. Johnson, only as far as Allie Riley. Swings and misses on the first attempt. Second one does just enough. Morgan, no one to play. She'll have to go herself. Sager, the only Flash player across midfield. Now they get some help. Edwards, Sager. Engen, good defending. Engen still on it. Well left by Morgan. Sinclair trying to slip it through, but there's Kia McNeil. Some great individual defensive performances tonight. Engen for the Flash, McNeil and Krizik for Philadelphia. Riley, Chapman, they've all been good. Robinson to Del Rio. Can't keep it.
Now watch and see if Allie Riley gets free a little bit more for Western New York now, because I don't think that Laura Del Rio is going to do the defensive work over there that Tina DiMartino has been doing in this match. So will that free up Allie Riley to get involved in the attack a little more?
And at this point, you wonder how much longer before Paul Riley puts all his chips in the middle of the table. Takes the ultimate gamble. We shall see. Meanwhile, the substitution we told you about a couple of minutes ago, Beverly Goebel, is now happening, and she replaces Becky Edwards. Florida State Knoll, another strong outing for her.
And you know, sometimes a coach has to go with who he feels has the hot hand or hot foot, if you would.
And I will.
In this week of, couple of weeks of training for Western New York. Aaron Lyons, knowing his personnel, obviously better than anyone. And
Goebel to Miami from Moreno Valley, California. Marta turns around. Let's see if she earns a corner kick, and she does. Marta, 78th minute corner kick. On a bad ball. Sager will collect it. Sager played for Philadelphia last year in the WPS championship game. A surprise in the offseason when Philadelphia did not want to sign her again, and she found a home in Western New York, and it'd be sweet redemption for Sager.
Yeah, I found it very interesting when Caroline Sager said to us, yeah, I expected to be back in Philadelphia this year. It was a shock for her, having to go somewhere new and start again.
Sinclair to Riley. Riley, ball in. Morgan lurking in the back post, and no problem at all from Nicole Barnhart. She scoops it up. Philadelphia has the ball now. Atlanta Beat head coach James Galan is joining us. And James, if you're Philadelphia head coach Paul Riley, what are you trying to do to fashion some sort of equalizer?
First thing, make sure that we don't lose our composure, that we keep the same shape and just be patient, as I'm sure a couple of chances are going to come in this game. There's no doubt, and we just got to take advantage of them.
Thank you very much, Coach. And being patient, the hardest thing to do, especially when you're pressing the MVP. Vero earns a throw in. But I think Coach's point is, don't panic. Continue to do what you do and believe in what you're doing all the way to the end. Adams, will it bounce out for a corner? It will not. Adams goes down. No call. Good work by Bach. Sinclair. Johnson closing in. Morgan can't win it before Krizik does. Morgan knocks that one down for Marta. The no look is sweet. Morgan turns. Stays strong in the challenge.
Aaron Lyons said we're going to have to be quick and precise if we play through the center of the field.
Sager finds Marta. She'll track it down 1v1 with Krizik. And that time, Marta left that one short. Now we're inside the final 10 minutes. Paul Riley does have one more substitution remaining. Leanne Sanderson is available. She had the assist on that game-winning goal scored by Adams. And of course, she scored a dramatic game-winning goal for Philly earlier this year. Good ball by Adams to Buskowski. Her header finds Farley. She just pops it up over the top. And no problem at all for Harris, who'll squeeze some clock, take some air out of the ball with this one-goal lead.
And what James said, being patient, you know, that ball from Farley, really not a good one, not what Philadelphia is looking for. Stick to your game plan. Remember what got you here.
Chance by Amy Rodriguez to give Philly the lead earlier in this half. Looming larger and larger as Philly running out of time, down a goal. Here's Adams. Good ball to Rodriguez, but he was behind her a bit. Morgan, Sager. The goal scorer, Sinclair. Now the Flash moving the ball around the park. Here's Marta. Does she get around the corner? She does. Pulls it back sharply. Right through the box, right around the penalty spot.
And that may be why Aaron Lyons brought Beverly Goebel in. Does a nice job of slowing down Laura Del Rio when she was charging forward on a counter. Marta beating Estelle Johnson. How does that get through? It goes between the legs of Alex Morgan. She's saying, I had Morgan and Sinclair in the box. How did neither of them get a foot on that ball?
Good step up and win by Chapman, who plays through the foul. Morgan lays it off again. Good work by Goebel. Here's Riley. She's gotten stronger as the matches wore on. Right-footed shot! Barnhart had to go down to her right to collect it.
And understandably, it looks like Philadelphia and Denisha Adams are going to concede some space and time on the ball to Allie Riley because they need to be pushing their numbers up in the attack. So Denisha Adams is not going to be in the face of Allie Riley as much as Tina DiMartino was. She's in there to be held on offense.
Leanne Sanderson is set to be the third and final substitution for Philadelphia. And she replaces Jen Buskowski. And it appears that they will push an extra player up front, sacrifice that midfield, and really go for it here. Last 7 minutes plus.
First time Buskowski has ever been substituted this season. Such a valuable part of Philadelphia's game plan, but you know, now's the time. They got all the way to the championship a year ago and couldn't get the job done. They know one goal is all it's going to take at this point to at least buy him some extra time. And Paul Riley's going to roll the dice, take out his holding midfielder and get in some more attacking players.
You mentioned it, Jen Buskowski played every minute of the season, and she was one of 4 WPS players to play every minute of the regular season. Chapman this time does enough to draw the foul. 85th minute. This half nowhere as physical as the first. We saw several arms elevated and extended away from their bodies. Lots of physical plays. Second half, it's been much more about the soccer. Sinclair, Morgan, that goal just opened things up for the Flash, who are playing with rhythm in their possession game, something they hadn't shown all match long.
Well, they finally are probably having players like Sager a little bit more free.
Offside on Goebel. Second time the Flash have had a goal taken off the board for offside. There was a close call earlier in the match on Becky Edwards' goal, and this time Beverly Goebel offside.
She stepped just a little too far. Estelle Johnson in the right spot defensively, and Goebel was indeed offside.
Clicked on by Rodriguez. Sanderson was rushing through.
Sinead Farley has essentially taken over Jen Buskowski's spot. Now what would be the bottom of the diamond in the midfield. Only 3 in the back for Philadelphia.
Morgan was in offside position. Let it run. Bach, been solid as always. Well read. Good ball through the channel. Vero trying to find Rodriguez.
And that's a credit to Allie Riley and the Flash. And Philadelphia being a little too predictable, going right up the gut, exactly where Western New York anticipated them to go. Allie Riley stepped into the passing lane.
As much as Philly wanted to go around the outside, they have stuck to who they are as default. In terms of playing up the middle, Marta getting a big round of applause for her athletic attempt to keep it in. Riley able to get it away again. McNeil now stationed up front full time. Adams! Oh, it takes it care of Rodriguez! And we're tied at 187th minute. Silence around Sahlen Stadium as the Independents get one at the end to tie us at 1.
All those numbers in the attack pay off. Initially, Ashlyn Harris needs to hang on to that ball. She knows it, and then Amy Rodriguez sneaks it in near post. Harris just doesn't quite recover enough to get ready to make the second save. Might have been between her legs, either between her legs or between her and the goalpost. Either way, drama in Rochester as the Independence Cardiac Kids do it again.
They have come from behind all season long. Amy Rodriguez's second postseason goal gets us level at 1 apiece. Here's Marta. No foul. Tell you what, there might be a chance for Philly to win this one at the end. Sanderson mishit that one. I'm going to give Amy Rodriguez all the credit. She did not hang her head one time. One time I was watching the whole half. Kept that poker face, and she makes amends on missing that earlier chance. Marta onside. Do we have some more late game heroics? McNeil has that one go off of her last.
Kia McNeil, by the way, the player that Philadelphia moved up from the back line, an offensive player in college. She was very involved in that attack on the other end that resulted in the goal. Now that it's even, she's dropped back into the back line. And she's going to be counted upon here to help clear this one away.
89th minute. Marta, the corner kick. Hangs it high into the air. Adams, good clearance. Second half sub has come on and contributed. Sager going to Marta. Marta on the ground. Off the bar. The rebound denied. Chapman keeps it alive. Still in. Corner kick. Drama in Rochester. Extra time looming. 1-1. And Marta will take another corner. How slow were they, Jen, to get to Marta?
Philadelphia has done a great job all match long of bringing pressure quickly and closing on Marta. You cannot give her that much space in the attacking third.
Only the quick goal keeps us even at 1. 3 minutes of stoppage time. 90th minute. Krizik safely away. Marta again, time on the ball. In attack mode, right-footed ball. Great play by Barnhart, perhaps her finest of the match.
Barnhart showing some pain getting up from that. But knowing right now, her team needing somebody to come out and say, enough, calm down, keep them out of here, keep doing defensively what you have been doing all match long.
We're in our 3 minutes of stoppage time. Ball is out of play. Let's go down to Atlanta Beat head coach James Galanis. And what would you be telling your team right now in this situation?
See out the game, come in, have a chat, get reorganized and get ready for extra time.
And we'll see how Western New York, thank you James, can respond. They were minutes away from celebrating. Now they have some work to do. Philadelphia have no more substitutions remaining. Sinclair, she scored the Flash's goal earlier in this half. Her first postseason goal, 11 in all competitions this year. Morgan has to do her work far away from goal. She's had a pretty quiet match. Here's the league MVP, Vero. Head up, Sanderson making a good run. Will it get in behind Engen? It does, but she makes a good play. Chapman as well. They easily deal with that danger. Riley, Rodriguez, no call, and finally we do get one. Carrie Sides is going to pull out the second yellow card of the match here. It goes to Rodriguez. this certainly will be the last sequence of regulation. Angen pumps it toward the top of the box. Adams clears it away. You throw in. Carrie Seitz a quick look at her watch. Morgan finds Marta. Back to goal. Can she turn? She can! That was a great ball. The second ball played back in by Morgan. And nervous moments for Philly as Western New York nearly scored a late winner. And that is it. What drama here in Rochester. No goals after 45 minutes of action. Christine Sinclair opens the scoring. And then late, Amy Rodriguez, a champion at USC, doing her best to be a champion in WPS with a fantastic equalizer. 1-1 as we get set for extra time. And Jen, your thoughts on a great second half?
Well, you wipe the slate clean at this point. Like James said just a few moments ago, if you're the coaches, you're talking to your teams, you're starting over. You take those 90 minutes away and you're starting fresh again. Somebody's going to have to come out and try to gain an advantage. These last few minutes, boy, have they been dramatic, but you've got to stay sound defensively. That's got to be priority number one.
When we come back, extra time in the 2011 WPS Championship presented by Citi on FSN.
Hey, sport. Still at the office. It's almost the weekend. Don't have to go far or spend much to have fun. I've got hotels everywhere. Go snowshoeing or lobster diving. Pow! Pow-pow! I make it easy. You make it fun. Pow! Our best is even bester. Get the best rate available when you book direct at Super8.com.
The transfer window is closing, and only Fox Soccer has your complete coverage. Live. Deadline day starts Tuesday at 2 a.m., then continues Wednesday at 11 a.m. FoxSoccer.com, the world's leading soccer site, just got better. Now featuring exclusive match highlights from the Barclays Premier League, UEFA Champions League, and more. From Rooney and the Red Devils to Messi and Barcelona, catch the best plays from each game online, only on FoxSoccer.com.
Rooney! Oh, wonderful! Wayne Rooney out of this world!
I wasn't born to push papers. I was born to push myself. To go where I'm needed. To keep this country safe. I was born with the backbone and brain power to take on any mission. This is my office. I was born ready.
Go coastguard.com/reserve.
Partner with the world's best uniform source, Eurosport and Soccer.com. Your total team solution. We make team ordering quick and easy. Soccer.com's 300,000 square foot facility is at your service. Our experienced and passionate staff will stretch your team's budget and customize your kit. We can ship your order anywhere in the U.S. overnight. You'll be in uniform before the first whistle blows. We are your total team solution. Get your team and gear today at Soccer.com.
Granola Thins from Nature Valley. Crispy granola layered with creamy peanut butter or rich dark chocolate flavor. 90 calories, 100% natural. And nature approves. Granola Thins from Nature Valley. Nature at its most delicious.
Last year, the U.S. used enough plastic water bottles to stretch around the Earth over 190 times. Each Brita filter can take up to 300 of those bottles out of the equation.
Also get a free flight.
You know that comes with a private island.
Really?
No, it comes with a hat. You see, airline credit cards promise flights for 25,000 miles, but
There's never any seat for 25,000 miles.
frustrating, isn't it? But that won't happen with the Capital One Venture Card. You can book any airline, anytime. Hey, I just said that. After all, isn't traveling hard enough?
To get the flight you want, sign up for a venture card at CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet?
It's okay. I've played a pilot before.
Due to time constraints, we take you straight to the penalty kicks. And the general rule is you either have your best penalty kick taker take the first one or the fifth one. Marta here up first. Marta! Oh, Barnhart got a good piece of it, but she cannot keep it out. And the Brazilian five-time FIFA Women's Player of the Year, the three-time WPS Puma Golden Boot winner, gives the Flash the 1-0 lead in penalty kicks.
Yeah, Barnhart guessed correctly. She read that one right, went the right way, got her hand there, but Marta putting enough behind it to make sure it went into the corner.
Leanne Sanderson, who came in and sparked Philly. Sanderson versus Harris, the goalkeeper of the year in WPS. And Sanderson right down the middle. Caught Harris guessing. 1-1 in penalty kicks. Christine Sinclair is up next. Had the goal in the 67th minute. 10 goals in the regular season for the Canadian international, who has been the heart and soul of the Flash attack this season. Sinclair. Oh, another fine effort from Barnhart, but again, she's beaten 2-1 Western New York.
Well, that's one you really can't save. Sinclair puts that right in the upper corner.
I will say, though, Jen, Barnhart is guessing right or reacting correctly. Either one. Denisha Adams will step up to the spot. The hero here, back earlier this summer. Her 90th minute goal, handing West New York their only home defeat of the season. Adams. Oh, 2-2.
Adams making Ashlyn Harris wait for that one, and Harris bouncing around all over the place, but Harris just couldn't get to that one. Adams calm, collected, puts it away.
One former Bruin to another. Denisha Adams to McCall Zerboni. Zerboni easily takes the Flash in front, 3-2 in penalties. The drama building, no one is missed yet, 5 for 5, and Leanne Robinson makes the long walk for midfield to see if she can keep the Independents perfect in penalty kicks.
The first defender to step to the line for either team. And remember, as a goalkeeper, as Karina said, you tell yourself you just need one. Neither goalkeeper able to get one save yet.
The San Diego native, Robinson. Harris! Oh, it's in! It is in! Harris got a big piece of it, as has Barnhart, but it bounces just over the line. A sigh of relief, 3-3 in penalties.
Harris gets the initial save and then just can't quite get her arm back up enough in time. Takes a friendly bounce for Leanne Robinson in Philadelphia.
Right here, look at the bounce. Oh, she just missed it.
Heck of an effort by Ashlyn Harris.
Caroline Sager, the captain for the Flash, was with Philadelphia last year when they lost the WPS title game. Wasn't re-signed and now has a chance for revenge. Sager! Big tie, 4-3, Western New York. No chance.
True professionals out there. Such a credit to all of these players that they're able to walk up there so calmly, so confident. As James Galan has told us, if you're the coach, you're just picking your 5 most confident. Say, go to the line, do your thing.
7 for 7 in penalty kicks. League MVP, Vero. Oh, for all. No one has blinked for Philadelphia. So now, Yale Averbush, the 5th penalty kick taker for Western New York, a late substitution, walks to the penalty spot.
Averbush won a championship with Sky Blue FC in 2009, trying to get her new team, the Flash, a championship in 2011.
Averbush, Barnhart, Averbush, wrong foots Barnhart, 5 for 5, Western New York lead 5-4, and now it's up to Laura Del Rio to send us into extra penalty kicks. No one has missed yet, no one has blinked. 9 for 9. Laura Del Rio. It does not get any bigger than this. The Flash playing at home here at Sahlen Stadium. The fans on their feet. Laura Del Rio. Del Rio! Harris makes the save! Harris makes the save! And the Flash are the 2011 WPS champions. What a final!
Ashlyn Harris came so close a couple of shots ago. This time, she gets it right, gets both hands behind the ball. Enjoy this moment.
And they got it the 3rd time around. And here's our city play the game. And who else? Ashlyn Harris denying Laura Del Rio.
She probably kissed that post. She comes close to hitting it. Might come away with a bruise. I don't think she cares. Big time save.
Our Coast Guard saved the game. Why
That's
not?
right. Yeah, we're going to give her the play and the save. I think in a penalty kick shootout, it counts. Coast Guard save of the day, no doubt, Ashlyn Harris.
A young man with ambition met an old man at the top. Asked him if he had a secret, and the old man stopped and thought and said, free cause that's how it ought to be, my brother. Credit cause you need a loan for one thing or another. Score cause they break it down to one simple number that you can use. Time to take a break cause the name is kinda long. Come in honor of the internet that it's on. Put it all together at the end of the song. You use freecreditscore.com.
Offer applies with enrollment in freecreditscore.com.
I wasn't born to push papers. I was born to push myself. To go where I'm needed. To keep this country safe. I was born with the backbone and brain power to take on any mission. This is my office. I was born ready.
Go coastguard.com/reserve.
Granola Thins from Nature Valley. Crispy granola layered with creamy peanut butter or rich dark chocolate flavor. 90 calories, 100% natural. And nature approves. Granola Thins from Nature Valley. Nature at its most delicious.
Relationships fail. Systems fail. Failure is part of life. Fram filters are tested beyond any conditions you'll ever encounter to help make sure failure is not part of your engine's life. Fram, don't fail your engine.
Thanks to the venture card from Capital One, we get double miles on every purchase. So me and the lads earned a trip to San Francisco twice as fast. We get double miles every time we use our card. I'll take these two, no matter what we're buying. And all of those? And since double miles add up fast, we can bring the whole gang. It's hard to beat double miles. Whoa, dude.
Get the Venture Card from Capital One and earn double miles on every purchase every day. Go to CapitalOne.com.
What's in your wallet?
You either got it.
Go back from a mess.
Or you don't.
That was like running over 25 cats on the freeway.
This is an audition worth $5 million.
You wanted something different.
I wanted something good.
You have a gift. Yes!
That's what I call a pop star.
The X Factor series premiere next month on Fox.
We live soccer. Step inside the world of American soccer in ways you've never seen.
I'm in love with soccer. It's my passion.
They don't just play the game, they live it. We Live Soccer, tonight on Fox Soccer. The world's finest players and top teams.
Absolutely stunning.
The road to Munich is here all season long. Brought to you by Heineken on Fox Soccer.
The Western New York Flash, in their first year in WPS, are the WPS champions, presented by City. They win in penalty kicks, and let's show you exactly how the drama unfolded. We begin with Yale Averbush taking the 5th kick for the Flash.
The Flash and the Independents were both perfect through the first 4 rounds. Yale hit hers. That left it upon Laura Del Rio to hit hers. She doesn't. Ashlyn Harris makes the first and only save of the PK shootout, and it gives her team the championship.
Fitting, Harris, the WPS Goalkeeper of the Year, makes the play to help the Flash clinch the 2011 WPS Championship. The party has started in Rochester. The Flash are the WPS champions. For Jen Hildreth, I'm Alan Hopkins. We'll see you next time on Fox Soccer.
This program is brought to you by USSoccer.com. Log on to USSoccer.com for the latest U.S. soccer ticketing and